Ladies and gentlemen, this is the opening bout of UK Fighting Championships 18. This is an amateur bantamweight bout scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds and is brought to you in association with Miller's Taxis. Introducing first in the blue corner, he has a record of 1 win, no losses. Representing Sapphire MMA, make some noise for Joe Mcardle! And his opponent in the red corner. He has a record of no wins, 1 loss, representing Reps MMA. Make some noise for Saluh Auyby!
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the UK Fighting Championships number 18. I'm Steve Cookab, and I'm joined by Jay Furness. And we start with this amateur bantamweight contest. Saluh Auyby, representing Reps MMA in the white pitbull shorts trimmed with green, taking on Sapphire MMA's Joe Mcardle. 1-0 versus 0-1. And 2 good camps being represented here. Nice low kick to start, Jay.
Absolutely. Mcardle, tall guy for this weight. Looks like he's got a lot of range on Auyby, but Auyby trying to close the distance with his footwork and behind that right hand. Some little feints. You see how long that 1-2 is, but a lovely question mark kick up the side.
Yeah, the action right in the center of the cage. They exchange hard kicks to the thigh.
Yeah, the point of the taller man trying to find an opening. Nice fast kicks from Auyby though. Both times he's thrown kicks. He's managed to find his mark.
Oh, and that was a heavy low kick.
Yeah, just enough to get a reaction that I knew he could close the distance there and get the body lock without being countered.
Now not looking just a step behind. He's going to try and drag Mcardle down to the mat. And good takedown defense there by Joe.
Good balance. I thought he might try and trip the leg. That's where he's going this time. Tried to lift him, but Mcardle kept his balance and he's using the cage to his advantage to help keep him up as well as trying to fight the grips. Auyby's doing a good job working hard to try and drag him back down there.
Yeah, and did you notice a moment ago he just looked over at his corner, was taking everything in from that Reps corner over there, succeeds with the takedown now and looking to consolidate a top position here.
Yeah, he's got a really good position here, strong position with his opponent's hips, facing away from him with the knee up through the middle, prevents him turning the hips back, like a leg drag position. Only problem is the underhook, which is limiting him a little bit, but other than that, it's really strong position for Auyby. Then Mcardle goes and gets a regular half guard, but he's going to get sliced straight through.
Yep. Into that side control now.
Yeah, chopping down with some shots. He's got a really solid position there. Cross face, shoulder adjusted, turning his opponent's head away, so Mcardle can't turn back into him.
Stand really tight as well, that chest to chest. There was no room at all to move.
Yeah, sitting through to like a sort of half a scarf hold position to land some shots. Gets back to the knee in, but Mcardle works his knee in just to get a little frame in, but Auyby's going to run the outside armbar.
Oh!
And figure 4 in his arms is Mcardle. He's going to roll up on top with it.
And manages to get that elbow out.
Yeah, he gets the elbow out of the danger zone. Good work there from Mcardle, just to sense that he could manage to get up to his knees and free that elbow. Sometimes when the more the attacking guy pulls on the arm, the more it gives you a bit of momentum to get up and on top, and that's just what Mcardle did.
And
get himself out of trouble.
Did it at the right time in the round as well. Both these young fighters have given the other something to think about, though.
Absolutely. I think, Auyby will be the happier man going back to his corner on that one, but Mcardle landed some nice shots on the feet, a couple of good low kicks, and he showed that, he's got good submission defense and he's definitely in this fight. He's not blown away on the ground. He's been controlled for a long portion, but he's still in it, and when he got back up then, he's obviously a little win at the end of the round will give him a bit of confidence.
Well, he certainly kept himself safe on bottom. He didn't take any shots, didn't take any damage, had to just work to ensure that Auyby didn't get a dominant position. And as soon as he felt that armbar wasn't there, he moved quick.
Yeah, and he looks very composed and relaxed in his corner.
A little bit of redness on the face of Saluh Auyby there.
Yeah, bridge of the nose, might have been some of those long, straight punches.
Cage door closed. Mr. Paul Crossley starts us off. 2 of 3 potential 3-minute rounds. Again, Joe Mcardle fighting out of the blue corner in the black smash shorts, taking on Reps MMA Saluh Auyby in a amateur bantamweight contest.
Good hook cross there from Auyby, closing the distance, and then backs his way back out. Hits him with a good low kick.
And he comes in throwing punches and bites, not single shots. It was, 4 to get in. And again, goes to the leg.
Yeah, behind the leg. When you throw that right low kick there, it helps you to switch your stance to step forward for a body lock or a single leg. He opted for the body lock, drove Mcardle back to the fence again. And obviously this is where he his takedown in the first round.
And is it going to be second verse, same as the first?
Mcardle doing a good job there. I thought he was going to get his back off the fence and break the grip, but he'll be sticking onto him. Mcardle doing a good job with the whizzer and trying to keep his hips away as they come out into the open, so he's not allowing Auyby the chance to pull his hips in and throw him to the mat like he did in the first round.
But in the eyes of the judges, was constant defending. Now he's turned his man.
Yeah, I mean, the body lock position with that right elbow still pulled in means it's not a great position for him,
Yep.
but back off the fence is always a preferred option. But Auyby turns him again. Great head position, right into the jaw, control his man, letting some knees go now just to, sometimes, it's enough to get a dead leg, but it's also enough just to get a reaction and get your opponent to switch his defensive base.
And just moments ago, we heard the referee ask him to show him something, be busy in that position. As soon as he asked, that's when Saluh Auyby started to chip away with those knees.
Yeah, I mean, that comes with time as well, learning to do enough, listen to the referee and follow the instructions, and he's done enough. He doesn't want to lose this position if he doesn't have to, so. And there he goes, as the ref talks him again, he drops for the single, but just got to be a little bit wary of this guillotine. It's not really on yet. They're right in front of us, so you can see that it's not really on, but just has to be aware of his head position.
Just, again, chipping away with that knee and wrapping up the leg, trying to bring his man down. Picks that out. That's a lovely, lovely takedown.
Yeah, switch to both ankles, pulled them in and gets on top. Just a change of tack there has paid dividends for him.
Mcardle, though, as soon as he knew he was going down, back straight up against the cage, sitting back up, he's not going to accept this position at all.
And you see what Auyby's trying to do is that posting arm of Mcardle. He's trying to control it, but Mcardle's long limbs managed to get it free. It's been a real war of attrition this round.
Lots of clinch work, lots of pushing and pulling up against the cage.
And scoring criteria is as it is, with effective striking, effective grappling, when you can sort of remove those elements. There wasn't a great deal of striking in that round.
Nope.
Most of the striking came on the fence, and it came from Auyby, knees to the legs and things like that. So then you do have that opportunity to get down to things like your cage control, which was all Auyby for most portion of that second round.
I mean, again, they've been competitive rounds.
Yeah, not blown away by any means, but if your opponent's the one dictating the position and you're unable to free yourself, then he's effectively doing more things against you than you are against him.
Is the reps corner asking for anything? Would they have been asking for anything different, or is it get in, get the clinch, and continue to work the way you've been working?
Yeah, I mean, knowing the reps guys, I'm sure they're pushing Auyby to try and work for a finish if it's there. There's no reason why I shouldn't go for it, but he's probably at the moment in time 2 rounds to go. He's got to be careful of the power guillotine there.
Yep.
Those long arms of Mcardle. Maybe he has that. It's hard to see where Auyby's head is. If you can pop it out. Oh, it might be on.
No.
Now he's starting to fret. You could see that change in his body language.
Turn.
Yeah, he's out. But the threat's there. Good threat there from Mcardle, just showing him that he can't do what he wants, but committing both arms, unfortunately, means that he had less ability to defend himself, and Auyby's got him to the mat. Mcardle working hard again from his knees, trying to post and stay up and not be controlled from the ground.
And that's been a very impressive part of Mcardle's game, is just that unwillingness to accept a bad position. He works very hard.
Yeah, but at this point now, there needs to be a bit more urgency.
Yeah.
He's not had any dominant positions, and you know, right now he can't afford to just survive and hold on and be durable. You know, it really is, onus is on him now to make something happen, because this is effective grappling from Auyby. He's on top, he's got side control, he's dominating the position.
Yeah, and eating those every second that goes past in this position. Knee to the body, lovely, thank you. And again.
Yeah, the heavy crossface from this position from Auyby is really making it difficult for Mcardle. And he's stuffed up against the fence, but without an ability to either drive off one way with his feet or to get his back to the fence, you know, it's not much use to him. It's basically keeping him stuffed there. He would have to get that right arm back into the hip and then press his back to the fence. See, that's a better spot. Now he can potentially... I'd give up the right leg over, preventing the mount. It's not really an issue there. In fact, I'd probably invite a mount from my opponent at that point, so I could try and use that to get my base back.
Well, Mcardle worked into that, works his way back into gets the guard.
Yeah, a better position. Maybe he's got a chance to threaten with a submission off his back or something.
And there was just no way that Auyby was going to allow Mcardle to get back up to his feet. None whatsoever.
Yeah, now he's got the legs laced. This is going to make it almost impossible for Mcardle to get up until he frees his knees. Which he's working hard to do. He's trying to slide that right knee back out from the one that's on top. But there's only 15 seconds left. I just heard from the corner. He's not going to have time to get anything off at this point.
And this is going to be again another round in the bag for Saluh Auyby, and you'd think he's done enough without question to earn himself the decision win.
Yeah, absolutely. And that'll be frustrating for Mcardle. You know, tough fight. He's not really taken any damage or anything like that, but he's been controlled for the vast portion of it, and not being able to really get much of his own offense off. He did land some good strikes in the first round, but other than that, he's had very little chance to put anything out there. He's basically been dominated by Auyby in the grappling exchanges. Yeah. You know, not like he ever looked in particular danger either. You know, he was doing the right things, posting, trying to work his way up. You know, a lot of smart things there, but just a step behind for most of that fight.
A frustrating day at the office for Joe Mcardle, but this is the time to experience those different type of fights, those frustrating grapple fests, and I'm sure we'll see him again. Mr. Brian Lacey's entered the cage. He'll call the fighters to the middle. We'll give a quick shout out to Miller's Taxis. Thank you for sponsoring this fight. Let's turn it over to Brian.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, this goes to the judges' scorecards. Your winner by unanimous decision, in the red corner, Saluh Auyby!
Saluh Auyby there with the unanimous decision win, and good performance. I mean, he plays to his strengths. He knows where he's good, and he does everything to bring the fight into that game.
Absolutely strong performance. You know, one-way traffic for the most part. You've got to be happy in that, getting a shutout decision. Happy days, another win to his resume.
3-1, Saluh Auyby.